G'day viewers, we're here in the city of Banyule. We're here to assess two trees. One of them's been struck by lightning. We thought we'd get this one on camera for you. Just to give you the effects of lightning strikes, along the path of the strike, sap boils, steam is generated, cells explode in the wood, leading to strips of wood and bark peeling or being blown off like a bomb. So we'll go and assess the trees. We've got permits to remove the trees from the city of Banyule. So let's go and check it out. Each strike of lightning can reach more than 5 miles in length and produce temperatures greater than 50,000 degrees Fahrenheit and an electrical charge of 100 million volts. No wonder why it sounds like a bomb's gone off when lightning strikes. We've located bracket fungi down the bottom, which is a small mushroom-like fungus that's actually popped through the tree, which has also weakened its structure. So as we can see, viewers, Ross has just set up a high point where he's setting up his lifeline. The tree is unstable, there's limb failure. He'll actually set a lifeline up and then get out to the other remaining part of the tree. That way he's secure and we can start to remove the tree safely. So what we're doing now is, viewers, we're going to set up a tag line where we'll send this up on the lowering rope, and Ross will set it up and we'll pull the actual limb toward me, clearing the line here. So I'll hold the branch up and Eric will pull it out toward us, just clearing the wire. So we've just set up a redirect, viewers. Ross set up another pulley so we can just clear the wires with this timber, just like so. G'day viewers, we're here in Kilsyth with Ace Tree Management with Ben and Mark. It's finally great to catch up with you guys and in person and put a face to the company. Guys, how long have you been in the industry for?
I think in the industry all up probably over 40 years. I think my father started the business out in the early 70s. So yeah, it's been a while. So we've been in the industry for a while. We've seen a lot happen.
Yes.
And, yeah, it's seen it grow, and yeah, there's a lot of input and good things that happen in the industry.
And Mark, I was having a chat to you earlier on. There's been quite a few changes over the years. You tell me your dad's done it hard in the old school. What sort of equipment was he using back then?
Back then, everything was handmade. There was nothing like shops around or anything like that. You had to make it yourself.
Yeah.
I think a blacksmith made his spurs. So this has gone back, a fair while. Equipment-wise, wasn't really chippers around at the time. I think there was one or two that maybe come in from the States.
Yep.
So everything was hand loaded onto trailers, then tipped off at the tips and stuff like that. So it has changed to what it is now, the industry. But yeah, back then that was the pioneers of the industry, and that's how it was done.
So viewers, if you can understand, the saws of today are mainly plastic. With the older saws, they were solid steel, and to pick one of those things up, they probably weighed 3 times the weight that they do today. So when you talk about old school, it was hard yards, it was hard going. So I probably appreciate your dad's probably done some fairly hard work there.
Yeah, he's done hard work, and even with the safety issue back then, like chainsaw pants weren't around back then.
Yeah.
Hard hats weren't then, so he used to just wear singlet and shorts. That's what was back then in the industry. So it's good to see how the safety issues come up for us now, for better ear protection, helmets and all that kind of stuff. So it's good to see that brought into the industry.
Yep. And Ben, you've been around for a while.
I've been with Ace for the last 5 years, and again, we were talking earlier, in the last 10 years the industry has gone through a lot of progressions. We're getting recognition for being the scientists that arboriculture is. We are people that have gone off to university and studied the biology and physiology of trees, but the same can be said for Vince back when he was 22. He may not have had the university degree, but he had the appreciation of how trees reacted, what trees required, and watching that progression of work from Vince to Mark to the young guys that are coming through now, the apprentices that we get, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Better understanding of the trees and the equipment that we're using over the last 5 years for me has been amazing, and listening to Vince's stories over the 30, 40 years that Mark and Vince have been in it really is quite amazing.
Yeah, I have to agree. It's interesting, viewers, when you talk to these guys who we call them old school, the hard yards that they've done and the way that they've progressed the industry, the things they've done to actually make the industry that it is today. It's a real credit to them. So thank you guys out there. If you're watching, we much appreciated all the hard work you've put in to make the industry what it is today. Guys, can we have a look around the factory and have a look at some of the equipment?
We can have a look at the gear and have a look.
We've got a unique site here in Australia, a beautiful travel tower. Can you tell us some of the specs on this unit?
This is a 70-metre cherry picker. It reaches out 33 metres on the side, maximum working height 70 metres. It's unique as it can travel on the road without any permits or anything like that, which was specifically designed for that purpose, which took probably 2 years in the making to develop something like that, which the company Barron, which they helped us in that, and they worked through that and they delivered it. So yeah, it's a pretty unique machine. We've got 2 of them. Yep. So yeah, they're a pretty ideal machine for the tree industry when we use it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do also other things with it.
What sort of tonnage are we looking at?
It's right on 40 tonne. So I think we're right on the limit to what we can drive on the road.
Yes.
But that's why it's triaxle at the back.
Yep.
So it can hold that weight.
And I suppose the biggest question everyone asks you.
Price. Price. Everyone asks. You're looking probably 1.5 mil. So it's a big outlay, but it's unique for what it does. So yeah, it's a pretty piece of equipment that's probably necessary for what we do.
Yeah, and I understand that would mean a lot of trees and shrubs being removed.
Yes, large trees. Large trees.
So Ross is just getting to the crown of the tree now. It's probably the diciest part of the job, considering the tree has limb failure. That lightning strike's obviously weakened the rest of the tree. So Ross will have to take the stand in very small sections, being over the wires here. We're about to lower it in certain stages, probably about 4 or 5 stages, and that should solve the problem. How good is it when the neighbours come out and offer you a coffee? Just doesn't get better. So whilst the driveway is getting redone, we can actually pull over the tree in small sections. There's screening that's actually been removed. The owner here is going to redo the driveway. The actual stumps will be ground out, so makes it effective for us, quicker for us to get it down. She's requested to keep the wood, but we'll dock them up in firewood size. So as you can see, viewers, we've got the main trunk down, the scars on the other side of the lightning strike. But just to give you an indication of what's going on inside, there's poor structure inside where we've actually can tear part of the tree away. So it's a wise decision that we took this tree out. It could have potentially caused hazard to people or property. Being so close to the front of the house, pedestrians are, so well done Banyule City Council. Marilyn, we're here today looking at the wattle tree in the rear here. You've called us in because it's in decline. What was the first thing you noticed, obviously?
Oh, it had some dead branches on it. We're a bit concerned about them just dropping and falling on the driveway, maybe, you know, hitting a car or worse, even a person.
Sure. So as you can see, the tree itself has been infected by borer. There's a fair bit of dieback now in the upper crown of the tree. It does pose a liability to people and property around here, so the best thing for us to do is to actually remove the tree. We'll set up an anchor point just in the gum beside it, where we'll actually be lowering the branches down. We can't do it. We can't actually rope from the actual tree itself, obviously because of dieback. There's not enough stability and strong structure for the porter wrap and the pulley system to be attached to. We'll actually be roping it down in small bits straight over the driveway, and that'll mean Joe's safe, because he'll be lining to the other tree and we'll be lowering from the other tree as well. So sit back and enjoy the show. So we're just toward the end of the job, and yeah, we've just got 2 more wattles to do in Eltham. They're slowly declining, so they're failing, and whilst there's another nice gum just beside it, we'll actually be using an anchor point off it and lowering the branches down off that. Pivot points directly over the fence, so the tree will actually come down nicely if the branch is to be dragged out. So sit back and enjoy. So we've packed up, viewers, we've put everything away, call it a day. If you've got a good video of something, of a tree removal or pruning of some sort, feel free to shoot us a line on the email. You can find us at treesrus.com.au. Until then, have a great day. G'day viewers, we're here in the beautiful suburb of Kilsyth with Ben and Mark from Ace Tree Services. It's not Ace Tree Services, Ace Tree Management.
Right, cut.
All right, cut. Yeah, cut 2.
Don't worry, we know, don't worry about that.
Biggest machinery with the blah, 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 blah. I'll take that too.